And welcome everybody to another FSX live stream. Today we're going to be flying with the regular monkeys, MrMoondog88 and ZIgZagy. We're going to be flying today from Carthage to Tripoli in Libya. We're going to be flying the C-47. So we're going to go ahead and get started here in a couple of minutes as soon as Moondog and Zig are ready for us, and then we'll be having a good flight, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. If you have any questions or anything for us, make sure you go ahead and ask us. And as always, make sure you check out Mr. Moondog and ZIgZagy as well as the rest of the monkey crew that are linked in my channel. They all do great. They all do great videos. So make sure you check them all out. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to unmute here. Okay. So while we're waiting on them, we'll talk a little bit about this plane. This is actually a freeware plane that ZIgZagy found. It's actually modeled very, very, very well for it being freeware. As a matter of fact, you know, I'm surprised it wasn't payware.
I'm live here.
Okay.
So, and I know you're live, so I'm just jumping in, butting in onto your conversation. Go ahead. You're talking about the C-47 or
yep,
the
talking about the C-40, the
okay.
C-47. I was just saying how I'm surprised how nice this plane looks considering it is freeware. Usually you don't get planes that are modeled this way for it being freeware. Usually you end up paying something for that.
Yeah, it is really nicely done.
Can you hear the monkeys now, Windows?
What are we too good for you there? One of you guys is parked way off behind us. Is that Draco or Zig?
I'm not sure.
I'm parked behind you guys. I'm at 11 and parked behind you guys.
Okay, so
apparently they don't go in order of.
Yeah, not necessarily.
One of us didn't shower, Zig, is what he's saying.
There's Moondog over there, and Draco's behind us there, so.
All right, so I'm going to do startup. Flight plan should be in. We should all be good. So it shouldn't take us long to jump in this and get going. So tomorrow I am going to, I've been away for a couple of days, so I haven't gotten anything done for the stream. But I am going to tomorrow work on latency issues so that the stream looks good and redoing my intros. So there will be an actual intro on the next time we fly. So I'm going to go. Crap. I was just thinking I got to make sure the sound's down while I do this, or it'll echo because I have the sound going through the TV speakers.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started doing the before starting checklist.
Before start checklist. Parking brake.
Oops. I'm looking to the ground because of the
doors closed. Battery on. Ground power. GPU disconnected.
Where's the key in the ignition?
Both on.
I took the time to look into the pictures that are there with the Maryland and the dog and all that. You have to do quite a little bit to change that.
Cabin
or
sign.
It's a step beyond me.
Yes. I kind of glanced at it too, and even though I know how to do some of that graphic stuff, I just went, oh, I don't know.
On.
Yeah, you gotta post 4 pictures together, something like that, or remove one of them and overlay the one that you want there, and
then you gotta separate out some alpha channels and stuff, and that gets pretty advanced.
Yeah.
There's the beat.
All right, so parking.
All right, left main.
Set doors. Well,
checked. Carpet. Checked on cold. Trim. Set to 0. Cowl flaps.
Cowl flaps will open.
full open. Mixture. Idle cutoff. Throttle. Throttle is cracked. Prop control.
Full forward.
Full forward. Flight controls. Elevator full up. Elevator full down. Ailerons left. Ailerons right. Rudder full left. Rudder full right. Checked. Before start checklist complete. Okay, let's start engine 2.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get our engine started. We're going to flip our right fuel pump on. We're going to engage our starter.
Engine 2 is turning.
Go ahead and hit our primer. Oop. That. Mixture to auto rich. And hit the primer.
Engine 2 starting up.
Alright, we're going to keep an eye on this.
Oil pressure. Yep, we have some. It's coming up.
Oil pressure's going up.
Engine 2 stabilized.
Okay. We're going to turn on this fuel pump. Gauge.
Engine 1 turning.
Both.
Alright, fuel pump.
Auto rich. Engage.
Engine 1 starting up.
Okay, very good. Both engines started up, no problem.
Oil pressure's coming up.
Go ahead and open our doors here. I love the fact that that the windows open up on this
Engine 1
plane.
stabilized.
Pressure's coming up. RPM's coming up.
Next. So we're going to go ahead and do our
Before taxi checklist. Inverters on. Avionics on.
Left.
Magnetos both on. Fuel pumps off. Tailwheel unlocked. Flaps checked. Mixture auto rich. Wheel chocks off. Before taxi checklist complete.
Okay, so I'm done with the before taxi. I'm just going to go ahead and put in my flight plan. Nav log. We're gonna do 113.90.
Okay. For taxi is.
And which way are we wanting to depart? Are we going to depart to the east or south?
It's southeast, so pick one. Now I'm going to be a little bit of a duh there. I forgot to hit the audio so that you guys could be heard, which was fine because I was going through my checkoff. But if you want to say hi again, they did say hi.
Hi again.
So
I think we'll
we're
depart
finish
south.
South. All right.
Okay, Skipper, both engines are warmed up.
Taxi for takeoff, south departure. Douglas 31521, taxi 2 and hold short of runway 19er using taxiway Bravo Echo. Contact tower on 118.1 when ready.
So if we take off, if we depart to the south, we're gonna be going runway 19.
Taxi 2 and hold short runway 19er using taxiway Bravo Echo. Douglas 221.
So then we're ready for before takeoff, which is at the end of the runway. So we are now calling up. By any chance, did anyone check Barrow? Departing south.
I haven't checked anything, no.
Now see, I can't hear what Ernie says because I have the screen down enough, but if I turn it up enough for me to hear that, then you guys get the double feed.
We were going to depart south. Is that what you guys decided?
Yeah.
Yep. Make this a bit smaller. Set this so that it's up over here. That way, this can go away when it needs, and that can go away, and oh, that's what I was going to do. Oops. Oops.
Now Zig and I got to be careful who backs out first so we don't back into each other.
I'm just going to spin around. I got grass in front of me. Worried about it.
Alright, I'm going to take a quick look at this power chart.
And
2700, manifold pressure, 6 to 48.
crest. Push back here.
Alright, so push back.
So if you're watching my stream, notice my fabulous Congo Airways yellow and silver skin here that I have. A little color on the flight today.
Did you already flip around there, Draco?
I'm backing out now.
It's me, and I did flip around.
Oh, okay.
But since we were flying in Africa, I thought I would choose the African. I assume the Congo is in Africa, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah. Okay. So I
And
thought
it's
I
now
would
the
choose an
Republic
African
of.
theme.
It's now the
Congo.
Republic of the Congo. Yeah.
Well, I'm representing them today.
Okay. Hold on. Wait a minute. Sure, that's muted. Oh, that looks nice there, Mr. Yellow.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, did you click over to my stream?
Yes.
I was like, oh, how'd you see that? I thought you saw it. Hold on, I'll be right back.
That adds to your viewership.
Alright, I guess I'll take lead on this, on the taxi.
If you want, because I'm right behind you. As long as I don't run into this truck over here.
I was hoping you guys would at least put one of those in so we could see then if we all had them, if everybody else could see, you know what I mean?
I've been so busy this week I haven't even thought about putting in the skins.
Yeah. Well, I just put them up there today.
Yeah, and I would have, but I got back from driving and had to do some take care of stuff, and then I literally turned on the computer, ate, and saw what they were doing for the farming Olympics, and
Gotcha.
Farming Olympics.
yeah, you're going to have challenges with the farming, and I've got the same issue I had while driving down the toll road. I got this guy in front of me, speeds up, then slows down, speeds up, then slows down.
I'll brake check you.
Huh? Tell me I want to keep that, yes. Okay, sweetie. Love you too, sweetie. What, are you gonna brake test me? Is that what you said?
I said I'll brake check you.
Yeah?
Boy, you are tailgating.
Yeah, I know. He has one speed and then he slows down a little bit, to make the corner or whatever, and then.
I am taxiing at a perfectly acceptable rate.
You are. It's just I would go. I had a little quicker, and that's all.
He
I'd
taxis
spin around
slow.
to see where.
He taxis planes slower than he drives trucks. He is going slow. I'm gonna be in line now.
Spin around here. Where are you at? Spin around. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, if you get this going too fast, it starts bouncing and rattling all over the place.
You can't have Ernie yelling about the rattles.
Right.
Hey, Captain, that's a sound I've not heard before. That's a screwdriver falling off the dash there. Pick it up.
It's that beer bottle rolling across the floor.
Well, see, now I have some real world issues going through. I'll be around for a few more extra streams this week. Like during the day type stuff, maybe. Holy crap, he did. He checked the brakes. Pile right into the back of him here.
Do you still have collisions on?
I don't think so. Due to the way that I flew into LOI the other day.
Well, you can.
I don't think so.
Well,
You
ground
can still
collisions
have
are
damage on, but not plane collisions, aircraft collisions. They're separate.
That's true. I haven't checked. If I went to check right now, I know that I didn't end up eating tail fin of someone else. So.
Hey, don't you go trying to eat my tail.
Do you have to take it that sick and disgusting?
Hey, you're the one who took it there. I just said don't go eating my tail. I need that to fly with.
It's a Cessna Grand Caravan coming in on my screen. You know what I've noticed? Draco drives like he drives in ATS. This part of the road, that part of the road, can't keep it straight down the road.
Roll it over on that corner.
I will
Yeah.
chuck a hand grenade back there at you.
Yeah, but you're going to have to determine which window is going to be the correct window if you keep swerving like you are.
Alright. I gotta hold short.
Carthage Tower,
And I'm gonna
Douglas
press
31521, ready at runway 19er, departure to the south. Douglas 31521, cleared for takeoff, runway 19er.
You haven't done your before takeoff checks, have you yet?
Not yet.
Not yet.
470, cleared to land, runway 29er.
Are you requesting clearance?
Yep.
Cleared for takeoff,
Yeah.
runway 19er, Douglas 221.
I'm cleared to take off and they're allowing this plane to land. He's 6 miles out, so
It's not even, I must not be close enough. It's not even letting me request yet.
Alright, I'm gonna pull up a bit so you guys can get out on the runway.
Landing lights, okay.
Alright. We're gonna pull that back.
Before takeoff checklist. Mixture, auto rich, prop control, high RPM, trim. Set and checked.
Where are you going
Flaps.
there, Mr. Moondog?
Checked.
I had it
Cow flaps.
throttled up. I'm not going to look outside and see what it looks like. I'm just going to assume that I did not
Set trail.
drive into
Landing lights.
Draco.
Both on.
Okay.
Pitot heat. Checked. Fuel pumps.
Pumps on.
On. Tail wheel.
Tail wheel locked.
Tail wheel locked. Yeah, okay.
Locked. Before takeoff complete.
Forward takeoff complete, so I'm ready to go.
So am I.
Alright.
Just
No.
gotta close my windows.
I'm good except for the fact that the tip of the wings through his rudder.
Cessna Victor Kilo to go. Cleared to land. Runway 29er.
What the hell, Moondog?
Avalanche taxi on final.
You're P-38 now.
Runway 29er. Cessna Victor Kilo to go.
I'm gonna pull up a bit.
Ready to go.
No. Tail wheels. Okay, yeah. Alright, I'm locked.
Everybody ready?
Locked and ready.
Yeah.
Ready as I'm gonna get.
Alright.
Throttle's already 30%.
Orbit board 170.
40%.
Taxiway.
Flaps. 1/4. V1. Rotate. Let's see if we can get this big goony bird off the ground. Positive rate of climb.
Orbit board 170. Exit runway when able.
After takeoff checklist. Landing gear. Gears going up.
Up and clear.
Cessna Victor Kilo to go. Go around.
Here's going up.
Yep.
Going around.
Gear up and lock. Gear up and lock. Go lights. Flaps. Flaps up. Landing
up.
lights. They're up.
Landing
Power
lights.
off. Fuel pumps
Orbit board
Off.
170.
after takeoff checklist complete.
You know what? I didn't check something real quick. Oh, that's what's wrong. That's why I'm so freaking heavy. I got a shit ton of passengers and cargo, so I'm throwing them all out the door.
Did you open it first?
Yeah. But they're probably bouncing off your plane right now.
No, I was above it, ahead of you already.
Alright.
Orbit board 170. Contact ground on 121.9er.
We did south, so we should be turning slightly
121.9er for
east here, shouldn't we?
170.
Barely. Came
Barely.
out almost straight. Turned a little bit to the left, and now it's swinging back to the right to put me on track. So we kind of took off heading the right way.
Douglas 221.
Yeah.
You are leaving my airspace. Frequency
But so that I stayed off of Draco's tail, I actually went a little bit right.
Carthage departure, Douglas 315.
Okay, so now we gotta try and get
Douglas DC3, 4 miles south of Carthage. Request flight following. Douglas 315221, Carthage departure, squawk 0426.
Alright, I need this.
come back
here.
Squawk 0426, Douglas 221. Douglas 221, radar contact 4 miles south of Carthage, 2,300, altimeter 2.
So we need to be at, what was it? Like, can be at 2,500 RPM for climb. Okay.
Right.
Copy,
Back
Douglas
off about
221.
E.
Somebody either just buzzed over me or under me.
Oh, was it me? Well, that might have been me. No, I don't know. I don't see anybody. I don't see you guys. Unless you're right on top of me.
I see a Cessna. Oh, there's somebody. Oh, there you go. You're about a mile.
Yeah, and then let's see. My throttle manifold should be at 31 to 33. I need to back off on that. Hi. Yeah,
That off
should
of
be
there.
at a good climb setting now. Beautiful.
Yeah, I see someone a mile off, cutting across there towards the front of me. I'll quit with that.
Are you already up at cruise?
No,
Your cruise altitude? Any?
I went to 7,500.
I'm at 3,000. I just got mine set to go to 5,000 at the moment, but I'll kick it the rest of the way up probably.
Yeah, I'm at 3,300. We're all about the same height here.
I'm just about to hit 5,000.
Well, then Zig's in front of me because he's only at 31, 32.
I don't think the map is still working correctly.
No? Okay.
I don't see us on there still. That same. I just happened to accidentally click over to it.
Alright, I'll make my turn here. Get lined up with the GPS line.
Do you guys remember what your bit rate is for OBS?
I have mine set at 5,000.
To what? 5,000? You
Yeah.
were awful.
Oh, shit.
Why is then my 55 causing? Is it? It's saying it's not a. Please use a
The engines are sure getting
keyframe
hot.
frequency of 4 seconds or less. Currently, keyframes are not being sent often enough, which will cause buffering. Current keyframe frequency is 8.4 seconds.
That just gave me a headache even trying to decipher what you just said there.
I have no idea what that
Well,
was you
that's-
said.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's saying as for the reason for the bad video setting. I don't understand it either.
I dropped mine down to 2,000 tonight. Last one I did at 2,500. I'm just experimenting to see if it'll help smooth things out. But my internet is, I guess, not cooperating tonight because I've got like yellow stream health, which it usually doesn't do that. So I don't. Can't change that. I even called to see if I could get faster upload, and I can't really. I could pay at least twice as much and get like 1.5 more megabits, maybe.
Alright, to do
I was
that,
like,
I think I'm
"You're
going to have to
crazy."
do it.
I ain't gonna pay more than twice as much a month and get 1.5 more megabits upload.
Alright. I'm going to do a quick stop and try and jump this right back into, so there might be a break in the video tonight. Let me just see if I can do this and fix this.
All right,
Because
Windows.
I gotta stop the thing to do it.
Oh, is Windows over in yours too?
No. Windows 10. It was giving me the little spinny circle. I hate that.
Windows 10 AAK, I got hacked bus is in my channel. That's why I thought you were talking to him when
No.
you said, "Hey, Windows 10." I'm like, oh, is he watching both streams?
Nothing wrong if he is.
No.
Well, no, nothing at all. I thought that was.
We have David that tends to do that all the time, anyways.
David will watch 6 streams at the same time.
Well, he's got that many monitors, so it's really easy.
Yeah.
Well, actually, he just has one giant monitor. It's what's left over from drive-in movie theater, and he just puts them all up and.
Oh, we're almost at our final. What were you going to cruise at, Draco? 65?
I bumped it up to 75.
Alright, so we've restarted.
I see
We'll
somebody
what
back
that
there a
does.
little bit.
It's me.
Is that you up above me? 2.5 miles back?
Yep.
I'm getting knocked around pretty good.
No, that's me trying to get on course.
No, mine's blowing around in the wind, bumping.
I thought you meant you saw me bouncing around.
I can just, all I see is the letters on your tag.
Okay, so we should continue.
Either that or- Yeah, no, I'm still on course. Okay.
Acknowledge that.
All right, so I'm all set up now.
Douglas 221, contact Drako0411 center on 125.15. 125.15, Douglas 221. Dennis Maghreb Center, Douglas 315221, with you. Douglas 315221, Dennis Maghreb Center, roger.
Alright, so that's that. Don't need that.
Travel 1537, north 5 miles north, turn left and heading 110, climb and maintain
back them off.
7,500. Expect vectors, ILS, runway 29er, approach.
All right, so now we're at flight level. All right, cruising nice and easy. What's your guys' speed at?
I am at 120.
World travel 1537.
I'm up to I'm at 140. But you're still climbing, aren't you?
Climbing, though. Yeah, and I got it dialed back pretty conservative on the.
I'm climbing. Mine's 120, 115.
Yeah, I got my RPM set at 22. And
Oh, you got the RPMs at 22.
yeah,
Okay.
and I got my manifold set at 32. Looks like 32.
Yeah, I'm just a hair. I'm 23 and 33.
Oh, Ernie, that lady in 3A was giving you the eye.
Ernie's got another woman giving him the eye.
All right.
Oh, I got the red stream health tonight. Terrible, that hasn't happened. I don't know what's
Well, I
going
just-
on.
Captain,
I just got
Irene said
mine
to give you a
because my
big
bit
thank
rate
you
for
last
the
night.
audio wasn't enough. It was 96. They said it should be 128. So I did that. and I backed the bit rate from 55 down to 5,000, and now I'm green.
Well, it's not because of my bit rate. It's the lowest I've ever done it. So
It might be that might be the issue. Then it's not high enough.
It could be. It could be. It's not receiving enough information.
well, that's what it says.
Yeah.
I mean, 2,000 could be too low for it.
Did that interrupt when you changed that, Moondog? Or do you know?
I had to stop it to do the settings, but by the time I stopped it and got it changed and restarted, it resumed the playback. So.
Well, last time I streamed, I changed the bit rate on the fly, and it didn't interfere with anything.
No, I couldn't change the audio one.
Yeah.
I've changed the other one, but
Well, I just changed it. See if anything happens.
all right. Goes.
And attention passengers, if you will look to your right, you will see Zig. Hi, Zig.
Are you out there?
Look to your left.
You guys are just ahead of me too.
You're hauling.
And for those of you who don't know, when somebody rocks their wings at you, that means that they're saying hi. And that's what Zig's doing, rocking his wings right now.
Well, that's just bouncing around.
He's rocking the wings, but he's got Nancy up there.
Yeah, I got Nancy up here too. She was telling Ernie that some woman's giving him the eye.
The internet is just not cooperating tonight.
You got a lot of people
and now it's
using
still
your
here.
internet?
Not on the upload. And I get plenty of downloads, so not any more than any other night, Draco.
Mine was green, now it's gone to the red again.
And if it, you know, if anything, it would be on download, not on upload. My wife's probably streaming a movie. Both kids are probably watching YouTube or streaming something.
Have you guys reset your routers lately?
I did mine just the other day.
I checked mine. I was getting like 5.5 up, which is about as good as it gets yesterday. Check it today, but we had some storms a couple nights ago while I was out of town, and my wife was having some problems after the power like flickered and stuff, and so I checked it last night, and I was getting like 135 down, like 5.5 up, which it's only supposed to even 5. So.
Whoops. I've been flying with my yoke detached.
Yeah, I don't know what to do with this, but it's not.
Do you guys need me to back off a bit?
Paying attention to me on. I did just hit the 7,500, so probably push it up a little bit then. kick it down to auto lean.
Yep.
I'm at
Let's
like
see,
142.
cruise is 23 to...
Yeah, I'm between 139 and 140. My airspeed's kind of bouncing around just a little bit. It's a turbulence. Hey TJ. How you doing? Welcome to the stream.
All right. You know what? I think YouTube is just messing.
Could be part of that too, I don't know, but...
Because
sucking
I've
that
bumped
for
it all
sure.
the way down to where they've said with the frames.
Am I on Steam? Do you mean am I on FSX Steam Edition?
Yes, he is.
Because yes, I am. But I am not in the FSX multiplayer.
You're going from London to Kingsmith. I don't think I've ever flown that route.
Oh, you have, yeah, you have the game. You do much flying? I'll be honest with you, except for a couple little tweaks that they did, there's not much difference in the Steam Edition and the this version, because I actually have both.
Turn right, heading 200. Turn right, heading 200. Will travel 1537.
Yeah, the other two monkeys I fly with, they blame me partially for their obsession with this game.
Partially.
No. We don't
It's
blame
all
you
your
for part
fault.
of it. It's yeah, completely
100%
all
your
your fault. I know for a fact Zig would not be flying every night because of you. He
I'm
flies in
surprised
his
my-
freaking sleep.
I'm surprised my wife's not sending you hate mail.
Oh, I'm waiting for it. No, unfortunately I can't share my account.
Left, heading 360. Turn left, heading 360. Orbit 2821.
But I think the Steam Edition, I think it's on sale, isn't it? If it's not, I think it's gonna be on sale pretty soon for their like fall, for Steam's fall sale.
It probably will. It was for the summer.
Yeah, it was for the
One.
summer. What'd you pay for it, Zig? So it's like $8.
I paid $7.50, but that was before the sale. It was on like just on special, so
Oh.
keep an eye on it. I haven't checked it lately.
Yeah, I haven't
I
either.
think for the sale, a friend of mine got it for $12. But
So what flaps did you guys take off at?
15% or whatever it said.
I took off at
Whatever.
1/4 flaps.
Oh, maybe that's what I did.
I
One
didn't
click.
set flaps. I didn't. I took off with no flaps.
Well, that's the good thing about this plane. You can take off with no flaps.
Right.
Well,
Unfortunately, that's one thing I don't do. I don't share my account with anybody. I don't even share my account with my family.
Ernie keeps saying he hearing something strange. It's probably the bad stream quality.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what's going on tonight. My internet's not cooperating for sure. 'Cause-
I don't know, but knock on wood for me, I've dropped no frames. 'Cause I don't know what's going on.
I'm surprised my wife's not sending you hate mail.
I don't know, but knock on wood for me, I've dropped no frames. 'Cause I don't know what's going on. I don't know, but knock on wood for me, I've dropped no frames.
Hey TJ, welcome to the stream. Sorry it's so crappy tonight. My internet is not playing nicely, apparently.
TJ,
Usually never this bad.
you got TJ Smith, 649? Yeah, he's in mine too.
Oh, hey.
Pigs.
Now you just need to find MrMoondog88.
Nah.
He's feeling a little left out.
No, I'm not.
Damn,
I
Zig.
won't be. I won't be when I crush into the back of Zig here because he's flying slow.
What are you talking about? Zig just blew past me.
Hey TJ, you can check out this nice skin I got here, and you can go back over to Draco and his channel and tell him how pretty it is. Tell him he should have installed it today. Look at that.
Or TJ, you can then tell Zig that if he keeps it up, I'm going to shoot him down.
Those engines just sound
Where are
happy,
you
don't
at?
they,
Did I
Skipper?
just pass you?
Yeah, you just blew right past me like I was standing still.
Contact for such approach on 119er.
I don't see you. Is that you back there?
Yeah, I'm. So you're 7 o'clock.
I was trying to catch up with you.
Well, apparently you put
Well, how
turbos
fast am I
on.
going? Well, I'm up to 143
No.
now.
That's me between the two of you now.
I'm at like 142.
Oh yeah. Here you come. Here comes somebody. This is a
That's
nice
me.
shot right here.
Departure. Orbit 5951 is climbing through 800 for 24,000. Orbit 5951. Guiba, departure, roger. Altimeter
Moondog
0,
coming into view.
907. Orbit
I just lost him.
5951. Turn right heading 355.
Oh, no, Moondog pulled ahead of me, and you're just out of sight. You're just a.
Why are you going so slow? You blew past me earlier.
Orbit 5951.
I don't know. I'm doing almost 143.
Orbit 5951. Turn right heading 025.
I can back off a little bit.
Turn right heading 025. Orbit 5951.
I tweaked my props and my throttle a little bit more. See if I get a little bit more out of it.
Are you running on GPS, Moondog, or are you on heading?
I did heading so I could sneak up beside you there.
Who went
I
off?
gotcha.
TJ. Zig's having a little bit of issues with his internet tonight, so
Both of us.
It just
Yeah.
dropped me.
Mine's got a buffer. It's saying it's poor stream. It may be buffering on my end. It might be buffering on his end too.
or it could be YouTube, or a combination of everything. Yeah, I think it's a combination of internet issues and YouTube being YouTube.
Because I haven't got like the red stream health and since I've had my new internet.
What's your heading there?
What's my heading?
Yeah.
172.
Okay.
I'm
That's what it says
168,
in my.
Orbit 5951. Contact to Miss Maghreb.
and I'm doing 144 knots, so you guys must be going a lot faster than me.
I'm doing
down to
144.
5951.
Alright, I'll back mine off just a hair so it's.
I wonder if this plane is as photogenic in flyby mode as the 377 is.
Thanks, TJ.
Yeah, thank you, TJ.
But you're probably really only watching one because Draco's is the
Yeah.
only that's really working.
Yeah,
I
TJ's
got-
all, yeah. Thanks, TJ.
I got like a slideshow with pictures going on my stream.
Yeah, TJ, like I said, just keep an eye out.
Hey, Ernie, what's
Because
happening?
It goes
I'm
on,
sure sleepy.
because it goes on sale quite often.
Yeah. And then even if it's not on sale, some of the downloadable content will go on sale too.
Right.
Some of that's and you'll want that.
Well, he said that he has the disc version, which is great, but he said he lost the second disc, which is the acceleration disc.
Wow, yeah.
If you could get that on eBay for cheap.
Yeah.
I'm just going to, sorry for everybody who's watching my stream, but I'm just going to end mine. It's getting painful. Jump over to Draco's channel. You can find the link off of my page and watch his.
This is me getting ready to ram into you now.
Or Moondog's.
He said 172, didn't he?
Yeah, he's
Yes.
flying 172. I'm doing 169.
Output slow because I turned it off.
So TJ, where are you watching us from? What part of the world do you hail from?
That's a better question.
Yeah, because if it was you, you'd give some type of smart-ass remark. As would I.
Yeah.
There's the Mediterranean Sea over there.
There's a Moondog sneaking up on my left wing.
I'm not so much sneaking.
Oh, the Caribbean. Nice.
Ooh, I could go get a skin for that too. Caribe Air. It's one of those. We have to fly down and see JT.
TJ.
TJ. He's not on my thing anymore. I couldn't remember because I stopped my stream. Moondog?
All of a sudden, you guys just became like one.
No, we're just that close.
Now you see why I'm hanging it back here a little bit. How fast are you guys going? Because I am now.
I bumped it up. I had to bump it up so I could get.
Because
I'm
140.
I'm at 145 and you guys are pulling away from me.
I bumped up to about 145 to catch up to him. I'm back down to about 140, 139.
I've always wanted to go to the Caribbean. Closest I got was Georgia. Nope, I'll take that back. Closest I got was Florida.
Been down to Florida. I was technically in South Carolina this week.
What temperatures? Not too bad. Temperatures aren't bad at all.
So if we go back to Navlock on GPS.
Turn my carburetor heat on. My carbs were a little cold.
Can you share play me? What is share play?
Okay, I can't tell the difference between you two now. Your headings are exactly in line with one another.
Yeah, because I went back to GPS, so I'm flying behind.
GPS.
So we're flying same heights, same direction.
Once again, I have the same. I have the same heading you guys, or the same GPS you guys have. Yet I'm like 3 degrees off.
Well, let's just put it this way, Draco. There's a reason.
never claimed not to be off.
You just thought it was only about 2 degrees?
More like 3.
I don't allow anyone. I won't even let my own family do that. JT,
TJ.
TJ, even.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right. Now I'm even closer on your other side there. Say, what'd you do? Just put the hammer down and watch you just fly? No.
I bumped it a little bit, but it says I'm still doing 139.
Yeah, I'm trying to do about 138-ish so that I stay behind you. Oh, do you have that one tab where it has your flight, your engines, and autopilot and avionics up there?
Yeah, I keep it over on the second screen.
Okay. Underneath miscellaneous, at the very bottom, there's little symbols there for your checklist, your startup, your before taxi, and
Oh, is that what that is?
yeah.
What does it do? Bring up the little checklist sheet?
Brings up that page of the checklist sheet. Yes.
I'll be darned. Kind of nice.
So you got your takeoff, after takeoff, well, your before and after takeoff, and then your before landing and after landing, your shutdown, your startup. So that's pretty good.
Douglas 221, acknowledge last transmission. Douglas 221, did you hear my last transmission?
Did you?
Well, we just had
You
a
just
reset,
passed me,
didn't we?
Douglas 221,
Yeah.
acknowledge last transmission.
No, I went and I'm like, oh, I should probably do like a save. So I clicked off and saved it. I didn't realize that would happen.
Because it pauses you where you're at when you save.
Yeah, I see that.
Alright, I'm back.
So, just curious. I had a couple people watching and now a couple have gone away.
So, Moondog,
But I don't want to say it.
let's talk about your favorite subject, food. Have you ever had pumpkin soup?
No. Ask me if I ever will.
Will you?
No.
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 So
Only pumpkin ingested is pumpkin pie.
I don't know.
And I will not. Go ahead.
Pumpkin soup sounds really good. I actually looked up a recipe for it. I think when fall hits and the pumpkins are in season, I think I'm going to make pumpkin soup one day.
Okay. Did you realize on, what is that, shift 4, those, that page of pop-up, underneath miscellaneous, you have the tabs for your engine startup and such.
Yes, I noticed that.
You notice that? Damn it, I thought I had something special I could point out to everyone.
How about that? Really, Moondog, I didn't know that. Thank you so much for telling me. It saves me so
No,
much work.
no, that's fine. You don't have to do that.
You can go ahead and look to your right if you want.
my right. Okay. I saw you there. Now, if I look out actually the cockpit window,
Yeah.
I don't see nothing yet. There it is. Now that is a cool image. That was perfect. By the way, how far to our turn?
I have 39 miles for me.
38. And Zig better have 38 because we're close enough. It's probably reading even the same. It's 38.5 miles for both of us.
Oh. Right now, I think we're flying through a no-fly zone, according to GPS.
Like, that will stop us. We've flown
We're in
over.
Libya.
We've flown over Air Force bases.
Yeah. We flew over Area 51 and no one said anything, so.
Well, yeah,
You know why?
Because they're not there.
I figured it out. No, I figured it out. It's not that. They would have shot us down, but we are part of the monkey show, and they fear us.
Right.
They don't want the whole group of monkeys coming back and flying over top of them. I mean, flying monkeys. Haven't you seen The Wizard of Oz? It's not good.
I just had a disturbing picture of all of us flying airplanes and throwing crap at people on the ground.
Contact Malta Center on 102.775.
Yeah, that's it exactly. Uh-huh.
147.
Sounds about right.
Trying to catch up with you guys.
Are we on still TUC, huh?
Yeah.
No, we're on TUSC. We're on F2 SFM.
Yeah, okay.
So SFM is actually should be 1390.
So, anybody who's recently just popped in, make sure you also check out ZIgZagy and MrMoondog88. They're both linked in my channel. ZIgZagy is not streaming right now, but he does have quite a few videos up. And Mr. Moondog is streaming right now, so...
And I'm close enough that it makes Zig and I both streaming.
You can see me on Moondog stream.
Well, if we look back, we can see Draco way in the distance back there.
I'm not that far back. Actually, looks like
You're a nautical mile.
looks like Zig's pulling ahead of you.
Yeah, he did a little bit. He bumped it up. I slowed it up. I was trying to stay just behind him. He went and saved the game. I jumped ahead of him. He's pulled back ahead. And the video shows a real nice him passing me right on the right side. It was cool. Right outside the co-pilot window. Ernie could have done a sketching of it. It was that close. While he was singing.
And also, if you guys like what you see here, make sure you hit the like button. And if you want to see more of what we're doing, make sure you hit that subscribe so that way we get you get notifications of when we're streaming. And make sure you hop over to Zig too.
Don't forget the little bell,
Yep,
so that you're notified when we start.
Yep, and the little bell so that way you know when we start. And if any of you have the game, yeah, you download Join FS or FS Cloud, we'll let you know which one we're on, and you guys are more than happy to join us and fly with us.
We are preferring, even though there's issues with Join FS, we have a better latency. You can see the other pilot a whole lot better still yet through that form.
Yeah, at least with Join FS, you can tell when they shut off their lights. You can tell when their gears are up and engines are running and things like that. With Join FS, you don't get that.
Which reminds me, I forgot to turn my lights off. You can now smoke and drink in the back now.
Did you turn your landing lights off?
Woo!
No, I
Zigzag.
had the landing lights on.
Ernie, you go ahead and get this. I'm going to be in back for a minute.
Zigzag. What? We couldn't before?
He's got 4 or 5 bottles that he's tossed behind Ernie's seat there.
Yeah,
That's what
That
that
are rolling
rattling.
forward in it.
That's what that rattling around is.
that's that strange noise he keeps hearing. Is those bottles vibrating under his seat.
It's gonna make a hell of a time when you have to use your rudder.
That's what I was thinking. He's going to start to try and rudder right, and he's going to have 3 bottles stuck underneath there, and he's.
All right, I'm actually catching up with you guys.
Well, I've been slowing down, so I hope you catch up. I'm like gonna fall out of the sky if I go much slower.
Well, I sped up. I'm doing 145 now. Yep.
Moondog, what happened to you? You like fell out of my view for sure.
I'm only 0.4 nautical miles behind you. I didn't change my speed at all.
Douglas 221, contact fax approach.
Well, I was doing 138. What were you doing? I thought that's what you said you were trying to lock on to.
Douglas 221,
Acknowledge handoff. Thank you.
fax approach.
That was
Douglas 315221 with
down to
you,
133.
7,500.
Oh, okay.
Douglas
Well, that would explain that.
315221,
Yeah.
fax approach.
I had
Roger.
bumped it, you know,
Altimeter
it's
2994.
nice and touchy. Takes a second for it to respond.
Yeah, I'm 0.4 from Moondog and 0.6 from Music. 0.5 now.
Well then, yep, there you are, right outside my window.
Yep, I see you. And I can see Zig, my 1 o'clock.
Alright, so engine.
Just gives you a whole new respect for how, even you know, back in World War II, these guys would fly in such tight formation. I'm sorry to hear that, TJ, but I mean, I know that you know, it kind of sucks when you don't have a full game that you're wanting to play. But you know, hey, you know, sit back, relax. You know, you can ask us a bunch of questions.
No, actually, you should ask Draco a lot of questions. Draco loves answering questions. His favorite questions are what's his favorite food, what's his favorite color.
And can you do a loop-de-loop?
Yes.
In this plane,
And
I
then
have no
if-
idea if I can do a loop-de-loop.
And then if he doesn't like to do the loop-de-loop, ask him what his favorite shade of color is. I'm going to get hit by Draco by the end of the night.
I think we've actually matched speeds now, Zig.
I'm well, I'm all the way up to 143.
I'm at 143.
Yeah, I slowed down because I hit that cruise button on the on the engine's hub.
Yeah, I can see you right out my right window at 2 o'clock. let's see if we can get a spot on Moondog. Moondog's trailing behind a little bit now, 0.7. It's funny, if you're like 0.6 in the zoom, you can't see a plane that's closer than like 0.2 of a mile. But if you pop it, go in just a little bit to like 0.69, everybody it comes in just fine.
What are you talking about in this?
When you're on the outside view, you know how you can zoom out and zoom in with your space bar and your mouse wheel?
It tells you what that is somewhere?
Yeah, in the upper right.
Oh, okay.
Now if we can just get Moondog to slide right up here between us, we'll have a nice little formation going.
Well, I'm working on it. I've bumped it back up to, so I'm doing 150.
Now, the other night we were flying, and we had a really good formation going until Moondog threw the anchor out of his plane and
yeah,
literally came to a almost a complete stop in midair.
When did I do that? Why did I do that?
you hit like
You hit
whatever
F8.
F button gives you full
Oh
flap.
yeah, yeah, that's what it was. I hit full flaps and it said, "Go up," and then it went up so while it was still on autopilot that it said all sorts of words that you shouldn't say.
It didn't say all sorts of words. You said all sorts of words.
Oh, okay, yeah, I knew it was one of us.
And for everybody watching, this is not a G-rated channel. This is at times PG-13. So if you're easily offended, we're sorry.
PG-13. I'm not so sure it doesn't get to R-rated or R-17 and maybe even X-rated occasionally.
I've never
That's
gotten X-rated with you.
Not
That's only
with
when you're
me.
crabby, Moondog.
Okay, well, I have reasons to be crabby today, so.
Yes, you do.
I'm just saying, no, I've never gotten X-rated, so I'm
No,
good.
we haven't gotten X-rated. When you were talking about how sexy your wife was, she was awful.
Hey, now. Whoa.
Now the question is, do I back off the speed a little bit so that I don't run into the back end of Zig? Probably.
I just got hit with a big downdraft. And here comes the dog.
And I'm on heading there, Zig.
And F12. That's a good shot right there. Alright, we should be getting ready to make a turn to our left here any minute now.
Actually, yeah.
Yep,
Should
right
be already
now.
making it.
Oh, we literally turned in unison.
Well, mine was probably a hair behind because I was a hair behind and I had to click it onto nav lock anyways because I was on heading.
Yeah. You're about ready to run over Zig,
He's right there to.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of room yet.
does he? From me, it looks
Yeah.
like he's right behind you.
Definitely close.
What's your heading?
I don't know. 140. 39.
I am 135.
139.
Oh,
Wait a minute, what the heck am I doing?
What are you doing?
You just went right in front of me.
I did 139, it's on nav. What the heck?
Whoa.
There
Jeez.
goes the-
That was... Looked like one of Moondog's engines got shot out.
That's what it sounded like when he buzzed in front of me.
Alright, if we look over here, we can look for the splash.
It'd be hard to see the splash.
I will say that these planes, when I first started flying tail draggers, which I did it a couple of times many years ago, but this is the first time I've actually consistently flown a tail dragger. And at first, I hated the idea of landing it. Now, I actually have a lot of fun landing these. They almost seem easier to land than the tricycle.
Yeah, because the DC-6 or your B377, you gotta pull back and set it on the back tires.
How much longer
Or-
till we reach the airport? That's a good question.
You've got you got to hit all three even or slightly back ones first, right? So it takes a little bit of.
What would you say? Probably what, about another hour and a half, Moondog? Because
Shouldn't be that long.
we're on from SFM to ZAW, which is a 142 nautical mile leg, and then TPI is only 27.
And yeah, so let's see. You got 48 minutes, probably an hour and 10 minutes, hour and 15.
Yeah, so not very long. And for those of you
This is
wondering,
really
that was Zig trying to inhale his microphone.
Lunch.
I was yawning. This is a really nice skin. You guys should check it out.
We
I
will.
can see the
Be
ground
right back.
reflecting in
Okay.
the chrome belly.
All right. I gotta see. So, TJ, I know that you're back, but I'm gonna leave for a second. You're in charge of the stream. Oh crap! I can't because he's killed his stream.
Yeah.
Pain in the butt. You know what? The only other option is fly low and below him.
Well, you still wouldn't see it.
Not the reflection, no.
Well, you wouldn't even see the skin because you don't have it.
Right. Right. All right.
Zig's
Did
gonna
they
have to
all-
give a tutorial on how to add skins to the planes.
It's really easy. I told you I'd help you. You guys clearly did not read the message that I sent you guys today.
What message?
That he would help us do. I read it. When was I supposed to do it? While I was driving through the hills in West Virginia, or the hills of North Carolina? Maybe the hills of Tennessee.
From sea to shining sea?
Yeah. Well,
The skins all come
actually,
with the
from
direct.
radio. No, I know. I decided to
They're
do
just-
that trip, and it was more important. And I will
Sure.
actually, when we get done with this, I will put it in. And
I'm just curious if we all have them, if we can see them. Then
well, no, we
Didn't have
should
that
because
showing.
we can already see
Well, you were doing it with the Royal Thai Air Force or
Yeah.
whatever.
Douglas 221,
Yeah.
contact Tunis Maghreb Center on
You were able to see.
125.15. Going to 125.15, Douglas 221.
As long as we all have the skins, you'll see the
Well,
skin that the person puts on that plane.
Right.
If you have the plane and the skin, all three of us, we'll all see it. But if we don't, if you have the plane but not the skin, then you see the plane.
I'm contemplating getting the buffalo skin.
I put it on there. It's on my Dropbox link.
Did you?
Download it. I put a few of them up there that I thought were cool. Like I put the United Airlines one up there, the Eastern Airline one,
Okay.
and
Those are the
Congo one
The
that I'm
Congo.
flying because it's got a lot of color in it. And I think I put the Buffalo one up there. I have other ones.
I'd like to find. I like the buffalo one, but I also would like to find a skin that's just like the shiny metal, like you would see on like the B-29. You know, where it's just like that
Yeah.
shiny chrome metallic.
Where they buffed it to that shine.
Yeah, it looks like it's almost like a mirror.
Reynolds wrap.
I don't remember if I have. Let's see. I put United Airlines, Congo. I put the Tico Bell up there. Buffalo. I don't know if I've really seen any that are just plain silver. Sometimes, depending on how well it's done,
Mhm.
they're not necessarily silver. They're just more gray. They don't look as shiny. You know
Almost
what
like
I mean?
almost like the European Air Transport Service. I would think that it was supposed to be more shiny than like a dull gray. I mean, I could be wrong.
So I put it up on Discord there, where
Okay.
you can see a little bit of the reflection in the belly of this one's kind of has a shiny underside. Is that flying underneath me, Moondog?
Flying
Uh-huh.
underneath you.
Aren't you?
I've dropped a bit, yes.
Directly below me almost. I can't tell if that's actually when I get
Yeah.
up close. It isn't actually the terrain that we're flying over, I don't think, but it has a terrain reflecting in it, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, I see Moondog low and fast. Zig, you're about a mile to my 4 o'clock. Probably about same speed.
But for the free skins, this one's one of the better ones I've
Is it?
checked out. And it's got a lot of colors. A lot of them are kind of boring, and they just have a stripe down the side and then just writing on top. You know what I mean? They don't. There's not a whole lot of color because they didn't do.
Was
a
it
whole
the
lot of that
United
there.
Airlines one? Is the sort of orangey one with just a single stripe on it or something?
I don't remember.
I think that is because I have that on the DC-6, and I didn't quite like that as
No,
much as
that
the
one has
Pan American
more.
one.
I thought the United had some blue, some white, and some red.
United does, yeah. Okay, so there is one though.
Yeah.
Maybe it's American.
There was one.
Yeah.
There was one for this one that sounded kind of familiar, but I can't remember what it was. It didn't work.
Yeah, I think yeah, United
Pacific
isn't
Northern
orange.
or something like that.
United has always been blue and white. I think maybe Pan Am was the one that had the orange stripe on it. I could be wrong.
There was I think it was Pacific Northern Airlines skin for this one that I thought would maybe had some white and like a white and orange stripe, but it didn't work for whatever reason. So, but that was one that flew from like out of Seattle, flew in the Pacific Northwest.
Right. You know, I haven't messed with Rex 4 in a while, but so I don't know if there's any new water graphics or anything, but I really kind of like my water graphics. But I guess on P3D version 4, I guess they have 3D waves. So you can imagine how much that kills your CPU.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to know what wave settings you have, Draco. I kind of like yours. Go back outside again. Or are you? Hold on. You know, I'm delayed on the stream.
No, I was back inside.
Mine just looks like orange peel. I can never. They don't look very realistic. It's
Especially off in the distance, it looks pretty realistic.
Are you over land now?
Oh, me? No, I'm over water.
Land outside your window stream.
It's because there's an island to the other side.
Oh, okay.
If you give it a second to catch up, you'll see I'm facing you.
That is nice water. You and I definitely have different water planes, you know, settings.
Right. Well, I also messed with the meshing too.
As far as which, yeah, with the waves and the look of them and stuff.
What do you mean?
In game, you can.
In the settings?
Yeah, in the settings, you can mess with the meshings to make everything a little bit more defined, and that's so I tweaked those a little bit to see if I could get a little bit more out of Rex 4.
Well, that's fine. I can't. I don't think I can. I don't think I want to attempt to do that yet with this video card yet.
Right.
Although, from what BP says, that shouldn't have any bearing.
Shouldn't.
It still uses some GPU. It's not all CPU bound.
Which does look good, though. We might have to collaborate sometime when we got a little bit of time and figure out what you got going on.
Right.
What he has, what we have for clouds, because ours are similar, but I bet you even that's off by one.
You guys went with like a theme or something where it was something somebody made and downloaded as one package in Rex 4, right?
Yeah, but I've changed it since then.
Okay, because
that was my starting point.
Yeah, because I went through and did everything, you know, picked everything individually.
That's how I started, but I've changed my clouds a little bit since then, and I've changed my water a couple times since then, and I still don't like it.
But I really like how it goes from the water's really dark where it's deep, and then as it gets shallower, you can see more and more of the ocean bottom.
Yeah, I have that going on, but mine's in the waves.
Alright, so we're at 106 miles until our next turn, and then we should start to descend a little bit because it's only...
And I'm not getting that really nice reflection that you're... I might have some of that turned down a little bit, though.
Yeah, I think I do also, because I'm down here at 500 feet. I don't have as nice a water as he does.
Well, it's also the reflection off the water is also dependent on what sun you have picked.
That's true too, I bet.
So in 104 nautical miles, we'll make our turn to TPI, and then it's 27 miles into the airport.
So you need to descend, and I need to ascend.
Where are you at?
500 feet.
Yeah, just a little bit. And then when we make our turn, we'll start. Actually,
It said that you can't do like 100-foot increments. I'd like to drop it. I'm over water. I'd like to get it to about 200 feet.
Why don't you just put pontoons on it and turn it into a
If I could.
seaplane?
Oh wow, I did get to 100-foot increments. There. Nope, not 100, 200.
Let's see where you're at. So to me, with me, you're still dropping.
I just dropped it so it'll go down to 200 foot.
Gotcha.
But if you're watching, I'm probably still just coming down a little bit.
So, yeah, Zig, I would say probably when we're within like 10 miles of our turn, we should start to descend a little bit, because 27 miles is going to go really quick.
I heard, might have been Captain Dan that we were watching, or somebody said you do 3, but I can't remember what rate you descend, but you can use like the guideline of 3. I can't remember the formula. There was a formula for how many nautical miles.
It's 1,000 feet for every
3 miles.
3 nautical miles, I believe it is.
Yeah, that's what it was.
And if you slow down your plane, then you're going to drop faster.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. 1,000 feet for 300 miles?
No.
Wait a minute.
1,000 feet per 3 miles.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then that
But-
also assumed you had to stay at a certain speed,
Right.
and at a certain vertical climb.
Right.
Okay.
And I don't remember what those were, but
I think it was 500 feet, and at 140, or maybe it was either 140 or 130 at a 500 foot descent. I'd have to go back and check that out again.
is that who was talking about that?
No, it was I can't remember his name now.
I saw that on a video. I don't remember what it was though.
But so I'll have to go back through my history and figure out.
Have you watched that video BP was talking about the DC-6, the PMDG DC-6?
No, I haven't watched that one. Alright, so we are 30 minutes from our turn.
I can't get much lower.
Well, you're not really supposed to. Otherwise it goes from an airplane to a submarine.
Hey.
Then we'll start calling
you don't start calling me what?
Sully.
Sully? Yeah. All I gotta do is kill the power, and that's it.
Now Zig has one thing I don't have, and he has the Orbix base package. So while my water might look better than his ground is going to look a lot better.
That was on the plan for this next week or two, but that failed.
I don't know. I'm happy with the stock.
It's fine. It's nice with the Rex 4. It was just on my wish list plan for this next week.
And to be honest with you, I've heard a lot of people say that if you don't have your orbit settings just right, it can cause it'll cause your game to be unstable. And as we all know, FSX is already unstable as it is.
No, it's perfectly fine. It's Ernie that's unstable.
Yeah. There's
Is
not
it
a whole
right
lot of
for-
settings. There's not a whole lot of settings to the Orbix. It just replaces your texture files.
Oh, is that all it does?
Base package, yes. So it's just scenery. As a matter of fact, I don't know that there's any adjustments that you can do to that.
I don't know. I've never really looked into Orbix. It's just what I've heard.
There might be stuff you can do on the vector and the open PA or whatever the other two layers are that you can add.
Yeah.
There might be some sort of settings that you can tweak with that, but unless it would have to do with the order that it loads scenery, but probably what really sealed the deal for me was that you can get the 300 plus North American airports free. Which look really nice.
And don't get me wrong, that's super tempting, but I mean, what are the chances that we'll land at those extra 300 airports, you know?
Pretty good.
Or
KSUS is one.
Oh, so it's not, they don't add 300 extra, they just take those, they just take 300 airports and remodel them.
To the correct image is better.
Yeah. I was telling Moondog, I don't think you were on at that time, but I don't know if you remember when I put those pictures in Discord from when I went to Spirit of St. Louis, you know, and I took had those couple of pictures that I took.
Yeah, I saw those.
After I put Orbix in, I was actually able to go to those exact same positions and take pictures in FSX. Wow. I was going to put them up one day as a comparison, but I just never got around to it. But it adds like AI to the, like when I go to Spirit of St. Louis now, I have like dudes walking around by the fuel trucks, and I have fuel trucks and a bunch of different planes. And
now, does that hit your performance at all, or?
Some. But then again, you know,
you're not supposed to be on the ground very long anyway.
It doesn't hit, no, not that bad.
And he's also, computer-wise, even less power than the one that I had. So, isn't that what we determined?
Yes, while I have a decent graphics card, I still only have an i3 processor.
Right.
A single core or a dual core processor.
So if we really wanted to be mean to someone, we would take his processor and my graphics card and give that to someone.
No, I did actually, oddly enough, I did, after discussing all of that with BP, how GPU intense this game is, how much I've been playing this, I did check into what my options would be to upgrade should I want to. And it is doable to go to an i7 or
how much does the game cost, Sausage Life? What is it? Does anyone know off their top of their head current price on Steam?
I can look it up real quick.
Yeah.
I'm checking on that. Sausage. Is that what his name was?
Yeah, Sausage Life. Yes.
Now, the other thing you could do too, Zig, is keep the graphics card you have, and just get an AM4 motherboard, and get a Ryzen 1300.
No, I can't. I can't. I have a small case. I have a standard size case.
You have the small desktop one like I have.
Well, I have an Alienware. It's like a console.
That's true. Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Which is even smaller than the one I have, and I had to get a smaller graphics card just to fit.
I don't know that I have to do that. No,
But
it's
no.
not quite like the one you have, because it is a gaming machine, so I could put
It's
a
got
1080 in
some room
here,
for that, yeah.
or a 1060 or whatever that one is you're looking at. I think that'll go in here because they left enough room for that. But
Yeah,
you
and the way that mine was more of an office
correct
setup, and
I had one in that frame before this.
Well, you could go with like a mini or a micro ATX board, which is small enough to fit in that.
Well, why would I want to upgrade?
In order to upgrade to it, because I was thinking if you went with like an AMD, you could get like a 1300X for like $130.
What?
The CPU, it's a AMD Ryzen 1300X. It's like $130, as opposed to paying Intel prices.
I think the i7 was about 250 maybe. One that we get here because it's only like a 3rd or 4th generation.
Okay.
Because that's what the board will take.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Oh, so we have a bunch of clouds now.
Yeah, I flew into them.
I was sitting there, and all of a sudden, everything just got kind of like milky white.
$24.99 for
Yep, $24.
FSX Steam Edition.
Right now.
Is that the package deal though, with like Rex 4 or a couple of the planes or something?
No,
Nope.
that's just the game right now. It does go on sale often at times, and it went on sale, and that's when Zig got it for $750. So when it does go on sale, it's pretty good price that way. We are flying with the I don't know who that girl is. Ernie's asking me about stuff. I'm looking for my stuff. The Duchess, which we've flown, is $16.99. Would probably be easier if I just went into my folder, wouldn't it?
The C-47 and the... What's the name of the other one that's the Canadian variant of the C-47 with the upgraded engines?
Brazzler?
Razzler. Those two are free.
Yeah,
The Braddock. No, the Brazzler. What is it?
Brazzler. Yeah.
PT something or other?
Yeah, those two are free.
The Rex 4. How much was the Rex 4?
I don't know because I got mine as part of a package deal.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to go back and see where it was at.
I want to say last I saw it was 14, but that was when it was on sale. And then
Yeah, the planes we're flying now are free.
right now we each do
There,
have a payware plane.
The Rex 4, the Rex Texture Direct 4 is $24.99. So there's all your prices there, sausage for life. Where are we going? We're going from Carthage in Tunisia
Tunisia, yeah.
Tunisia to
Tripoli.
Tripoli in Libya. Why? Because it's on the way to Cairo, and Cairo was like a 9.5-hour flight. So we're doing in like couple-hour stints.
Now, when we get closer, we should hop up to Greece.
Well, thank you, Dr. Gaming, for stopping in and checking it out. If you want to stick around, you know, the normal thing that everyone says: subscribe, like, hit the little the bell to get notified when we're on. We do tend to fly. The group of us are streaming Tuesday and Saturday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're 9 o'clock Central Time. You can extrapolate from your time zone. I stream also Wednesday afternoon at 4 and Saturday and Sunday at 2 with other members of the quote-unquote the Monkey Show. Did I get all that? I think I got all that.
Yep.
Did I miss anything? Most of all those guys are listed in the main page on YouTube. Bipolar Prophet, Cavalier Roy, Stu B, Draco, Zigzag.
Oh, Moondog, you just started playing
Farmer Dad.
FSX.
Yeah, I saw that.
I
too.
did. Okay, well, I'm glad that I just started. I hit the clouds and I can't see nothing. I'm at 2,500. I wonder if I should go back to 500.
Well, do me a favor. Well, if you're gonna pop up, just let me know because you're right in front of me.
No, I'm at 2,500. I'll stay about here. Or I'll go back down below the clouds.
I guess
If
I could look
go
up a
back
chart.
down.
Look up what?
A chart. See what
Why?
we're flying- See what we're flying into.
Too late. We hit it. Well, I got Tripoli center, so we should be getting close. Except for I'm talking to Tripoli center, but I've got no airports close to me.
Well, it is mostly desert around there, so there's probably not going to be too many little airports.
And most of the people that work there have been shot. By,
All statements stated on the stream may or may not be stated by Mr. Moondog.
it is a terrorist nation, right? So I mean,
Libya? No, it's sort of calm right now, as far as I can tell. I think so.
The opinions of one of the members of the Monkey Show do not reflect the members of all the members of the Monkey Show.
Yeah, yeah.
We are not legally, financially, or morally responsible for anything said.
By Zig. Normally that's
I'm just saying.
by BP, but you know.
That was almost a Frito
You know,
thing.
That was a free. That you know what? That's it. He saw Frito and talked to Frito earlier, and that's it. It's messed him up. Altitude limit 50 feet. I think I could go lower than that.
Oh, you are going to splash down.
No, it's altitude limit in feet. What is? It's behind your props there. Is that? Am I assuming the?
Oh, that's radio altimeter.
Yeah. Engines look good. They're right at max.
Descend and maintain 2,300.
Oop, I have Zara.
Maintain 2,300. World travel board
There's airports there.
Yeah, I have Zara too.
You got Zara too?
No, Zara also.
I'm telling you, Draco's going to catch up to me and throw grenades out of his window at me. What are you worried about me coming up that way anyways? You're like 3 miles behind me.
Yeah, but when you start to climb, you're going to slow down. Or do I need to remind you about what happened last time we all flew together?
Is this going to be about the water again?
No, where you decided to go straight up in the air and Zig almost slammed into you.
No, he was to the side. He didn't almost slam into me.
so we have ILS on 27, 9 and 27.
9 and 27. Right.
27 is the only one with ILS, but
All right. Well, what would, let's see here.
oh, but they
Anybody have weather for Tripoli?
I haven't done that portion yet.
Now, in case
when
you guys
you-
are wondering what we're doing, we know what we find out what runways they have. Then we find out which way the wind's coming out of. Then we can go ahead and
Start programming approaches off of that.
or at least anticipate which runway
Yeah.
they're going to give us.
Well, you have ILS 27, or you have NDB 9, which would be just what is that?
Non-directional beacon.
Non-directional beacon. Okay.
oh, is that what's in the our options in the yes?
Yeah. Right. So unless we have really bad weather, we're probably coming in 27.
World travel 3651 heavy. Turn right heading 345. Resume.
Unless we end up
I
with a
also know-
tailwind.
Maintain 10,000.
Well, no, I'm thinking normal geographical wind for there is going to be east to west, or west. Yeah, east to west. So we should, no, it should be the other direction.
Right.
Okay, the voice you guys are hearing, that's Ernie, the co-pilot.
So
He's the one that's really strange.
welcome everybody who's popping in. Thank you for joining the stream. If you have any questions or anything, feel free to pop them up in chat.
Before taxi, before takeoff, after takeoff, before landing. We want to leave that page there. 40 miles out.
And I will be right back. I'm going to leave you guys with this really nice shot of the water and the clouds.
Miles at 5,400. Boeing 747.
Wait a
Report to
minute.
site.
Water and clouds. I don't see water and clouds. Do you see water and clouds, Zig?
Yep.
You do? Oh, you're far enough up there. Okay. Because all I see is like a blanket of snow beneath me and nice blue sky above. All right. Let's see. Let's check. Did you check weather?
Approach on 27 is at 2,500 feet. Looks like.
Oh, good. I'm at 2,500 feet already. HLLT. Tripoli weather. Wind direction 130 at 2 knots. So I would sort of say there's not much.
Flight level 220. Climb and maintain flight level 220. World travel 3651 heavy.
Okay, I've returned. So, the other thing,
110 for wind direction and 8 knots is what I got on another one. So we're about
so I would expect 27.
6 to 8 knots. No, that would give us a tailwind.
Would it? Oh yeah. So
Yeah, it would be 9.
9.
Which the ILS may not lock onto it, but it would at least give you.
Well, you know, I
No, it
don't
wouldn't
normally
be the
fly
same.
ILS anyway.
Yeah.
So, also for everybody who's watching, the other thing that we've talked about doing too is starting up a Steam group, and so we can post on there for you guys when we're gonna get started. And Moondog, you have a Facebook page, right, for your channel?
Yeah, Moondog Gaming. Yep.
Yep. So if you guys want to go subscribe to him, so that because YouTube can be a little slow on putting out the notifications. So if you guys like what you see here,
You want me to post something else somewhere else?
oh my
All
God.
right. Oh, God, I
He
guess I
can't even get his descriptions right when he watches.
Yeah, I mean,
Come on.
I forget to turn the sound on at the beginning and stuff. You know.
Well,
You're lucky you have a screen to look at today.
Well, I haven't gotten around to starting up a Facebook page for my stuff yet.
I have
No.
Twitter.
All right, and ZIgZagy has Twitter, so.
See, there's a reason to subscribe to all of us.
I don't
Because
usually.
between the three of us.
I
you might
usually
get
don't tweet before we start though, but I could start doing that.
Because YouTube is usually about a half hour or so behind.
It wasn't for me.
It was for me.
You guys were bleeping up before right when I was getting ready to hit the button. I'm like, oh, they're already going live on my phone.
I don't know. Maybe that's just for videos then, because I know that videos will pop up about a half hour after they've already gone on.
Yeah. That's probably more correct with that, but
For going live, you guys both like. I was still trying to get set up, and you guys are like, "Well, I'm getting set up," and all of a sudden, my phone's blinking that you guys are live. I'm like, "Well, I better hurry up."
and I know it's pretty quick when I've hit start, and then I hear your phone go off, and you go, "Moondog's gone live." Yeah, because I just hit the button, and I heard your phone go off. So your notifications, if you are doing it that way, should be quick. If you are notified of, if you subscribe and then click the bell to be notified of when we're streaming.
Right, and the best way to know that is to hit, like he said, hit that little bell.
Climb and maintain flight level 280, world travel 365.
But we're gonna try to be more on top of letting you guys know when we go live.
And when we end, we'll probably be discussing at that point what our plan is for the next planned live stream.
Right.
That does not mean that there won't be spontaneous other things. So watch out for that stuff too. Spontaneous stuff can be really interesting. If you have FS Join and FSX Steam Edition and you want to join us, you can. Let us know in advance who you are, where, you know, we'll all meet up at the same place. And as long as we all fly respectful of not purposely crashing into everyone, then we will continue to keep doing that. I had sort of a interestingly fun time with Evan on Tuesday night when the best way of describing it was he was providing air cover over top of me as I flew into France.
I missed that part. I know that he took off and he was following behind you, but that's when I ended up falling asleep.
Well, the funny thing was, he kept catching up. He goes, "I can't see you, I can't see you," and I'd watch him zoom right by me, sort of at an angle, you know, and just like the little friendlies you would expect the little friendlies to do, they just, you know, and keep buzzing back and forth and up and back, and it's like, yeah, that's exactly what he should be doing. You know, Douglas C-47 coming in, ready to drop the parachute.
All right, I'm gonna start descending to 5,000.
The one in 4A is looking at Ernie. I think that's what she said.
I'm just thankful Ernie hasn't decided to start singing to me again.
He was talking about the piano and singing and stuff to me a few minutes ago, but
Alright. So in about 7 minutes we'll make our turn and then we'll be heading right into the airport.
some of us it'll be 6 minutes. Some of us don't have to drop any altitude.
And I think Zig is probably about a minute behind me.
We still got 50 miles. The airport.
I have 22 miles to my turn, then I have, and then it's another 20 miles, 27 miles.
Yeah, that's why we still don't have any other airports nearby.
Yeah. As soon as we hit the turn, we should be able to pick up Tripoli.
Turn left heading 185. Descend and maintain 8,000. Expect vectors ILS. Runway 27. Approach. Airway
Yeah, the airport that we can pick up is the one that's our turn, actually.
Yeah. I saw that on GPS.
Why didn't we just land here? We could be done already.
Because that's not where we're going.
Well, who set up this flight plan?
I think you did.
Oh yeah, okay. You're right.
We need to get to Tripoli because the next one we'll probably maybe be able to go to like Benghazi.
Airway 1570.
And then that would be about another equal amount as what we did tonight. And then we would have to jump into Egypt from there.
Well, Tripoli, Benghazi's in Libya too, so I don't think it's that far of a flight, is it?
No, but Libya's not that small though either.
Looking at the map, it looked about the same distance as what we did tonight. Unless it's shorter because it didn't take us in a direct route because we went VOR.
Right.
Nancy, go sit down and be quiet. Take care of the people in the back.
Because I looked to see how far it was to go straight to Benghazi, and it was 5+ hours. It was a little over 5 hours.
And
So if this was a 2.5, then that would be another 2.5.
And that was a GPS direct route.
No, it was VOR.
Okay.
This was 2 hours 10 minutes or something. So yeah, that would be about the same. We're trying to stay 2 to 2.5, 3 at the max.
Yeah, I mean,
We don't want any more of that 7-hour stuff, do we?
no.
Some of the old guys that got to take naps in the day can't do it.
Yeah, I got my nap in today. I'm good.
I got a half-hour nap in.
I did too, but I was driving during that time.
You know, unless we
Hey.
next time when we do one of those longer ones, we could always put it on like 2x or something too, so we can get it in a decent stream. You know what I mean? Run the cruise at 2x.
We could. We could
Yeah.
always leave that up to those that watch. There you go. Comment on Zig's channel. Do we do 2 times speed in the videos, or do you want us to drag it out and do real time the whole time? Leave comments posted to ZIgZag on YouTube.
Or any of us, really.
I just didn't want to have to deal with that answer. Then have to tell you guys. Everyone on my channel said no double time. Then you'd go check and find out I was lying.
And then after Benghazi, we'll figure out where we want to go next. We'll give you guys a few different options, and you guys can vote on where we go to after Benghazi.
I'd like to hit Cairo so that we
Yeah.
can catch some
I don't know
Egypt stuff.
I don't know if we could go all the way.
Well, yeah, I don't know if we'll make it all in one trip or 2 trips, but
Well, I think we could definitely get from Benghazi to Egypt, but I don't know if we could get all the way to Cairo. It looked like it might be
Right.
longer than what we wanted.
Well, it also depends
But
on what we're flying too. If we're flying these, it's going to take a lot longer than if we're flying our faster planes.
that's true. Yeah, if I was
That is
flying,
true.
if we were even flying, the Dukes can do a little bit better. No, about this.
Yeah, but if I'm flying like my 377, I can do like 210, 220.
Yeah, and the Beechcraft can definitely do quicker. And someone's Dash 8 sort of quick. So
Right.
we could do that too.
That's true. That's true. I don't have
And
an
then we
I don't have an Africa themed skin though. I'd have to look and see if I can find one for Dash 8. You guys are messing with my whole little plan. You know, we were supposed to all be flying African themed skins for our little bounce across Africa.
Okay.
Well, I didn't even know you sent a message about that until you said something.
It's on Discord.
I did get it. I got the notification, and well, I had no computer to even download it at that point. So
you might have not been, or you might have been gone that evening. I talked about that. It might have just been me and Moondog when I was talking about the skins and said that I'd found there was another African airline, Central African airline skin also, but it didn't work. There was actually 2 variations of that skin. So I thought if we got all 3 of them, we could have each had a different one. Those 2 were very similar, but just very different. I think they were different from different eras, maybe, like different time periods, you know what I mean? Like one was an earlier paint job and one was a little bit later.
Right.
But
Wow.
make right downwind runway 27.
Wowza. I don't know if it's just on my end, but you are the loudest and clearest I've heard you come through in like 3 months.
talking?
Yeah.
Oh, I did just move my mic a little bit, but I don't know.
Yeah, you were like super, like crystal clear.
Runway 27.
Did we make the turn?
Getting ready to.
I did.
I got like 2
Oh.
miles.
Oh, I can pick it up.
All right.
Tripoli Tower.
Full stop.
315221 is 28 miles west with Romeo to land. Douglas 315221 Tripoli Tower.
I shall put in ILS 27. Enter.
Runway 27.
Flight right traffic runway 27. Douglas 221.
OM 27 is what I did for, instead of just the vectors, because that's your choice, is that or vector.
So if we're wanting to come in at runway 27, we're gonna have to go past the airport, circle around, and come
Yeah.
back.
Yep.
I don't know if I can see that on the chart. I don't have a very good chart. It's really low res, so I don't know if I can come in on it at all. Did I just hit a button? I did something. What did I hit?
You have 12 seconds before this plane self-destructs.
No, I thought I accidentally hit a F key.
124.0, world travel 8906.
Alright.
Wait,
I'm
am I
going
on
to
the
go.
am I on the turn? Is it supposed to be turning?
Yes.
Okay.
You should
Yes.
turn to like
Yep.
10.
Heading 105, so I'm just going to go to 90 right now.
Alright, I'm gonna pull back on my throttle some.
Nav heading.
And then when I get down to about 4,000, I'm gonna start my before landing. Alright. So we are at about 4,500 feet.
No, I did the one that I did because I plan on going to the north of the airport, so I don't fly right over the airport.
Where am I at? I think I'm gonna go just to the south of the airport. Maybe. I'm thinking that kind of like bare spot at 12 o'clock is the airport. Or somewhere right around the airport.
A bare spot.
Yeah, it looks like.
Which bare spot?
Well, I see like a bunch of like trees and brush and stuff like that. Then there's like a spot that's devoid of everything.
Just a bare. It's a bare spot.
I'll be right back.
Because I'm near the bare spot, and it's a bare spot. I got a road underneath me, and it's straight. So if we go back to GPS, now if we come heading wise back to 104. All right, check chat before I get distracted with approach and landing and all that.
Right. Yeah, so if anybody posts anything and I don't answer right away, it's because I'm focusing on not crashing and burning.
And the difference from the other times would be?
Really?
Okay. It's more prevalent with Zig and then you and then me.
What are you talking about?
Crash and burn.
He's making fun of how much you crash.
Hey, I've crashed. Wow.
He changed that real quick a little bit.
Knock on wood. It has been a while.
Yeah. Well, just to let you know, there's not much wood around here. It's pretty much sand or I don't
know. I'm seeing a bunch of trees.
Rock. Yeah, but I don't think it's actually that many trees.
I don't
Zig,
know.
how many trees are you seeing?
Never been to Tripoli, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Can't really tell at this altitude, but it looks like scrub brush.
That I would go for. There's probably
there are some in that little town over to the right, it looks like, but...
Alright, I see an airport. It's in the middle of the green stuff.
Who's at 3,700 feet?
Me.
You guys are sure
Approaches
lucky
at
you don't have to wear a
2,500.
girdle.
Well, we wouldn't mind if you took yours off.
Whoa! Okay, that got a little... That's something I did not expect.
What's that?
What's her name comes up, she goes, "You guys are sure lucky you guys don't have to wear a girdle." And Ernie goes, "Well, you can take yours off."
I got that on mine the last time, yeah. It's interesting, isn't it?
Quite.
Approach.
Things were a little different in the workplace in those days. Flirting was allowed.
Okay, before landing, checklist. Mixture, auto rich, prop control,
I've got a
high RPM,
Bell
cowl
Douglas
flaps, set trail, fuel pumps,
83 coming in. And it just went cloudy.
I'm trying to keep my distance from you so that way we can land not land on top of each other.
So I've got in front of you at
landing lights,
5 miles
checked
out
on,
and 8 miles out.
cabin signs, checked both on, flaps,
Clouds just broke up and went away. Over The airport. Oh, cool. What's down there? Looks like a 747.
Tripoli Tower, airway 1570, 56 miles east, down ILS, runway 27.
Not that.
Airway 1570, Tripoli Tower.
I see a Boeing over there by you, about 4
Yeah.
miles from you.
A Boeing. Well, I've got a McDonnell Douglas 83.
It just says McDonnell Douglas Boeing,
Yeah. If you wait-
MD-83.
Yeah.
If we're both seeing it, I'm wondering if it's a player. If it's a... If it, I can't imagine it's AI if we're both seeing it.
I would doubt it, but I mean, I would agree with you. It would have to be something along that line. All right, so I should be making a turn. Why am I going on to hold?
Did you follow the?
I've got the.
Hey Ali, how's it going?
You followed the approach in, Moondog, did you?
Welcome to
Yeah.
the stream, man.
It's taking you right to the hold.
Yeah.
I hate it when it does that. That pisses me off.
How are you doing tonight? I really wasn't expecting a low layer of clouds.
It's popped in and out for me.
As it?
Yeah. All right, so while it does that, we will now do before landing.
Airway 1570, turn next taxiway. Airway 1570.
It should be a fairly smooth landing, I think.
Now you have to go and jinx it like that?
Yep.
Airway 1570.
Do I want to do the landing gear yet?
I didn't. I did everything but, just so I get it off the list. While I'm trying to negotiate my,
What are you doing turning that way?
I did everything but flaps and gear.
yeah, that's what I did.
I should be doing a left-hand turn. It did a right-hand turn.
Can't really see, well,
Alright, well, we'll let it bring me back around.
And the clouds are gone. I know it updates every 15 minutes, but I wish it was a little bit more gradual than... Oop, clouds are gone.
There's the runway over there.
so did it eventually get you back to the correct place?
Well, I skipped the hold and went to the next one, but the turn should have been a left-hand turn to bring me back around onto the vector. It did a right-hand turn, but it is going to put me back on.
How did you skip the hold?
I went to scroll down on the flight plan and skipped the next. It went to the next one and then activated that one.
Are you on
So
final yet, Doug?
Yes.
Okay.
How do you?
If you go to
What button do you push to go? I
flight
scroll.
plan, if you go to flight plan,
Yeah, I scrolled to it. It's blinking. Then what? I hit the direct to button.
the menu button.
Then I hit the menu button.
Hit the menu button once you're
Oh.
highlighted, and then it'll go. Do you want to then activate? All right, and we're going to do back off on that, and we're going to. All right,
I'm making my turn on the final.
autopilot's off.
I'm not sure where the hell my guy's going here.
Get rid of all of that. We're on the slow. If anything,
Okay,
we're a little
now I know
high,
where
but
he's-
we're dropping.
Now I know where he's going.
Flaps set in 1/4. Landing gear.
Alright. Flaps set at 1/4.
Gears going down. Gear down. Green light down. Green light. Sail wheel locked. Landing checklist complete.
Touchdown at the lights. Braking. Turn on tail.
Are you on final, Draco?
I am.
You're pretty far out still, though, aren't you?
I am 8 miles.
There you go.
Hey, Zig.
What's up?
We literally passed within like. Hey, TJ. We literally passed within like, what? Half mile of each other?
Probably.
Well, it won't give me ground yet, so let's pull forward just a little bit.
Did it get you turned around in time, Moondog?
Yeah,
'Cause it made me turn the wrong way as well.
yeah, it got me turned around and right onto it. Parking.
Douglas 221, cleared to land, runway 27. Cleared to land, runway 27. Douglas 221.
Gates. No, not acknowledging anything. Been flying for 2 hours. We've been actually, yes, we've been flying for probably 2.5 hours. That's what the flight plan said it would take. Should come up here and we'll pull up the knee board, navlog. Scroll up here. Estimated time en route 2 hours and 12 minutes. We're sitting here, we're going to wait for these two to land. Could pull up in the middle of the runway, watch them land.
Alright, throttle back.
So, what I'm going to do though is go
Flaps.
air
1.5.
traffic. Who's lined up, Zig or Draco?
Me.
I don't have you on the list though.
I'm there.
Yeah, you're there.
A little low.
Flaps. 1/4.
That's Zig. Yep, he's turning around. Some flaps, gears down, lights up. Killing some height. So we're watching Draco land. So you could be watching on his stream, whichever perspective he's watching it. You could be watching on mine. And bounces down the runway. Actually, that was really nice, Draco.
Thank you.
Just before the lights, nice spot. You're
That's-
braking a little hard.
They're up.
You're braking up. Your propellers are a bit shorter. Actually, I think technically your propellers are now bent.
Hey, I slowed down.
Yeah, you definitely slowed down. You use less runway than I did to stop
Okay,
because
after
I let it
landing
roll a bit
checklist.
more.
Cowl flaps. Full open. Flaps.
Let's see here.
Flaps are confirmed up. Landing lights.
Douglas 021, exit runway when able.
There's Zig.
Yeah, that was a bonehead move on my part. I couldn't. I was holding on to my brake and could not figure out why my nose kept on.
Going down, so
Yeah.
you squeeze harder on the brakes and go. Yeah.
Well, no, I was pulling back as I was holding onto the brakes, so it was kind of canceling each other out. And then the brakes
Yeah, I
won.
saw you. Yeah, I saw you doing that. And you kept killing your speed by pulling up more.
We are actually.
So we are now watching Zig line up, course correct.
We're actually not planning on going anywhere after this. It's going to be just parking, shutting down.
It is 1 a.m. for some of us. Nice one.
Are off.
Right wheel first, but nice
Pitot
one.
heat. Checked off. Fuel pumps.
Zig using that
Off.
tail while it's
Trim.
up in the air still to get him going down the runway.
Tripoli round. Douglas
Nicely done there, Zig.
221. Request taxi to parking. Douglas 31522.
I tried calling tower and stuff, and I can't get them to give me anything.
They gave
Set
it to
to
me.
0. Tail wheel. Unlocked. After landing checklist complete.
Taxiway HG, H then G then I.
H then G then I. Well, that'd be good if I could see any markers.
Well, you can make suggestions on where you'd like to see us fly next, but we do have the next couple of airports already planned out, TJ. Next one is going to be Benghazi. Then I think we're shooting for Cairo next. But we don't have anything after Cairo, so.
Not in the African tour, and we do have another suggestion that we still got to get in on stream, which is flying into Innsbruck.
Right.
So we do have suggestions. We will try and get people's suggestions in.
And
I don't know where.
And we're also kind of working on another flight. I don't. That one kind of stalled out though. Forgive the
Pacific, the Pacific.
Yeah,
Pacific Ocean fly around.
Yeah, we're up in Alaska right now. How long will those two flights take? You're probably looking at
about the same time-wise, about 2.5 hours to the next stop, and the second one into Cairo is probably going to be at least 3 hours because I think it's a little longer.
And keep in mind we won't be doing those all in one night, so it's probably going to be
two nights at least.
Yeah.
And it'll probably be. It could be.
My Steam name is the same name as it is on YouTube.
I don't know where it wants me to go. I'm just parking here.
Oh, I thought you wanted to. You can follow me if you want.
Well, where are you at? Where'd you go?
Follow Zig.
Oh, yeah. You over by the radio tower?
Yeah.
All right.
But,
all right. Well, while we're doing that, we'll jump back in.
But yeah, I would say probably next. If not next week, the following week we'll be in Cairo, and then so they give you guys plenty of time to suggest where you'd like to see us fly next out of Cairo. But, you know, try and keep it within like 2 hours.
I just had a Global Freightways plane. Have to get out of the way for him. Like a big 747 or something.
Alright. Here. And for some reason, every time I ask to go to parking, they send me over to fuel.
Start asking for fuel.
So I'm actually going to avoid the fuel pumps and spin around and face the opposite direction over here. There's plenty of room. Yeah, TJ, you can join us if you want on the next flight. Alright.
I don't see. Oh, there you guys are. I see the.
Shutdown checklist. Mixture.
Someone's landing lights.
Idle cutoff. Magnetos and ignition master. Both off. Tail wheel
Yeah.
unlocked.
I see both of
Parking
you.
brake set and checked. Wheel chocks.
Tripoli Brown, Bombardier 5 Alpha Romeo Lima Mike, taxi to parking. Bombardier 5 Alpha Romeo Lima Mike, taxi to
Chocks are
general
set.
aviation parking.
Lights.
Using taxiway Juliet X-ray India.
Try not to make this thing go boom.
Parking. Using taxiway Juliet X-ray India.
Off.
Bombardier Romeo
Inverters
Lima Mike.
is off. Avionics off. Generators both off. Cabin signs off. Battery that's off. Shutdown checklist complete.
Alright. And that is it. We are done. If we use the bigger planes, it won't take very long. Usually, what would take this plane about 2 to 3 hours. We can with our bigger, faster planes usually about an hour, hour and a half.
Let's see. Shut down.
Now that looks good.
Well,
That's a good photo shot right there.
Lights. Generators.
You know, like I said, man, I don't do share play.
Right.
I wish there was some way we could help you out, man, but you know, that's one thing we don't do. We don't do we don't share things like that.
You wouldn't be able to play with us anyways that way. You can't both play on the same account.
Right.
No. And to be honest, if that was the case, there would be no time for him to play because we're always playing.
Right.
And like I said, nobody has access to my account except for me.
And his wife.
Not even her. She doesn't care anyway because she doesn't play games.
Someone get a photo of this from the front.
I did.
Don't leave yet.
I was just asking if someone had done it.
Well, someone had, but you didn't get my skin.
Well, you get a picture with your skin.
I'm going to. That's what I said. I thought Moondog was getting ready to pop out or something. I'm like, don't leave yet.
No. While you're getting your thing, we'll do this. I'd like to thank everyone for flying with us. Draco can interject whatever you would like. Maybe we'll do the conglomerate shutdown at the same time. Thank everyone for stopping in on all of our streams. We appreciate you stopping in and saying hi and communicating when you have. Make sure, as he was about to interject there, if you liked what you saw, subscribe. And if you want to know when we're jumping on, take the bell so that you get notified when we are then streaming on YouTube. Anything else with the YouTube stuff there, Draco?
Also, make sure you hit that like button if you like what you saw, so that way it moves us up in the search standings.
Okay.
And you know, keep an eye out. Make sure you subscribe to MrMoondog88's Facebook page, and also Zig, what's your Twitter for your account?
I don't know.
We'll have that information at a later date.
It's on my YouTube.
Okay.
So find his YouTube, subscribe there, get all the information.
I'll start tweeting ahead of time.
Make sure you also check out not just the three of us, Bipolar Prophet, Cavalier Roy, Farmer Dad, Stubby, who else? There's a bunch of others. Frito's going to have real life stuff before too long again. So check us out. Our streams for flying are Tuesday and Saturday nights. The rest of the Monkey Show has Saturday at 2 o'clock. We tend to do numerous different games, and Saturday is the Farm Sim on BPG community server. All that information you can find on BP's page.
And if you have any suggestions on where you'd like to see us fly after Cairo, make sure you leave a comment in one of our channels, so that way we can so we know where you want to see us fly. And thank you all very much for just stopping in, even if it was just for a few minutes.
Have a nice night.
Yep.
Have a nice day. depending on when you've watched it.
And we will see you all next time. Bye.
See you guys.